Hi guys, I'm live. Just do my hair real quickly. Um, I broke a string on my guitar yesterday when I was live, so I got an idea this morning. I wasn't trying to think of this idea, but then again, that's what ideas usually come from, not trying to think of them. Otherwise, you'd already have the idea. I'm going to change the strings on my guitar for this video. There's a video on my channel where the moderator changes some acoustic guitar strings that are nylon string on my channel, and I don't know how to do that. But to all fairness, how often do you change in a nylon string acoustic guitar? But how often do you change an electric string steel guitar? Electric steel string electric guitar. I mean, it's more relevant to rock and roll, and I do know how to do that. No, I don't know how to change nylon strings on an acoustic guitar, but I'm going to do this video to show me changing strings on one of my JEM electric guitars. I figured, why not? The moderator set precedence by doing it. It's my channel, not his, and electric guitars are at least as important as nylon string acoustic guitars. So let's do this. How you guys doing? Guys. So this is my white JEM guitar. It broke the B string. That's slightly rare, only because the E string, the high E string, is thinner and therefore more likely to break, you would think, statistically. But it doesn't mean that the others can't break as well. Maybe I don't focus on the high string as much as I do the second string. Maybe, I don't know. The second string doesn't slip off the neck as much because it's further from the neck and it has a string in between it and then into the neck. And maybe I pull that string more than I pull the high string. The high string is just so delicate. Maybe I'm more dainty with that one. And the third string's heavier, so it's really less likely to break. But the second string right in the middle, maybe that's the string I like to break if I'm going to break one, which I didn't intentionally break it, but here we are. Okay, so I'm going to show myself changing the string. Let me get down lower so you can see what I'm doing. I haven't done this, but I've never done a video where I just changed strings. I've never done that. Okay, so this is my container where I have my guitar accessories, like changing string stuff. I have these are called, my dad used to call these dikes. I don't know, that sounds like a word for girls, some girls, but these are wire clippers. This is a string winder, and you need Allen wrenches too. So put this over here. This is a 3mm Allen wrench. Allen wrenches come in two main categories. They come in English measurements, such as inches and all that, and they come in metric, such as millimeters. So obviously this is a metric one because it's 3mm, not a certain number of inches. So it may be boring. If nobody watches this, I'll just delete the thing. How about that? So first you loosen the nut, which I did last night, but you loosen the locking nut so all the strings can be taken out, can come off easily. And then what I do, the string that's missing is already in the trash, but I always start stringing from what do I do? What should I do? I always I'm going to start with the bass strings. I'm going to start with the low strings first. I'm going to put the low strings on first. So I'm going to go from 6 to 1 when I put the strings on. So I didn't even show you guys this. I use Ernie Ball Slinkies strings. They're 9 to 42s, and it's 9, 11, 16, 24, 32, 42 as far as the string gauges. And they come in a pink pack, and then this is them. Nicely, the sixth string is on top, so I don't have to, so it's already there. So I loosen the string off. I mean, not off, but loosen it. Go counterclockwise, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Wait, am I going counterclockwise? I believe I am. Okay, so that loosens it. And then over here, it's locked into the nut. So I'm locked into the bridge. So I I loosen it, and that's lefty loosey again. So you loosen it. This would be totally dumb, and if it is, I'll just delete it. You know, I don't care, whatever. Okay, so I'm loosening this. As you can see, I hope, with it, my amp's kind of in the way of the process here. I do love my amp, though. Nothing against my amp. It's just in the way of this particular video. So I loosen this here counterclockwise. Now, some have said sometimes when you're loosening it with a locking nut with a floating tremolo, sometimes it's good to keep your bridge level when you do this. I haven't been doing that. I'm not perfect at that. I'm not a guitar tech, but sometimes it's a good idea, so that when you get all done, your bridge isn't all out of whack. And then, but I'm not an expert at that kind of, expertise in this. I just kind of, I do change the strings. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the bridge perfectly, but maybe we'll see when I'm done. So this string comes off. Oh, you guys can see that, can't you? Okay, so the string comes off of here. It just 6 strings. Okay, 6 string. Then you take it off the thing here. And what I do is I take it like this and I circle it around my hands, so it doesn't it's not wire hanging out just out of the blue. And then I make it like a little thing, and then that can be trash. I didn't bring a trash bag in here, but I should have probably, but I didn't. Okay, so then here's the 42 string. 42 gauge, 6 string. I take it out, and you don't want to poke yourself in the eye. That's not a good idea. I'm very careful with that kind of thing. Think military. Think, don't make a mistake. Think safety. Think, keep yourself alive. That's a clean song, of course. I put the little extra metal here in the guitar kit in the string thing, because that way it's just not hanging around for me to step on. Stuff like that. In fact, you could even do this. I can even take this piece and put it in here. Use it like a little trash can. That way you don't have to have metal on your floor while you're walking around or whatever. So now all the trash is in each little thing. It is like a little trash bag. So then, it is boring, I apologize. I have to do this anyway. Like, I didn't choose to have to do this because I broke a string by accident. But since I'm doing this, I figured I might as well show it on the video, whatever. So you cut the ball off. I mean, that doesn't sound like a good thing for a guy, but you cut there's no ball on it. That's for acoustic things and other things. Some electrics, or mostly for electrics without WEM bars, but you cut the ball off. Let's see if I can. I've never done this like on a video, like I said, so maybe I'm not an expert at showing this. But you stick it in here like this, in this little thing, and then you make sure the WEM bar is maybe level if you can, and then you tighten it here. You go clockwise to tighten it. And you want to tighten it really tight, but not so tight you strip the dang thing. Because if you strip this, you're not going to have a working whammy bar bridge. You're not going to have a working bridge. And it kind of messes up the point of having a guitar, Just tight, but not overly tight. So just so it's tight. And then you pull it down like that. I'm sorry, I apologize if this is boring, but I have to do this anyway. So I'm just including you guys in my process, which is kind of part of what my channel is about sometimes. And then I string it under here, and then you put it through here. I like to make it level here. I mean, just get through. Go under. Notice I go under the nut. So under the locking nuts, and then I give maybe 2 inches of wiggle room here, and then come back on it, and then I take my string winder, because it's easier. It takes less time, and then I go. For some reason, I'm going counterclockwise now. Maybe I was going clockwise. Well, anyway, I'm going the way it is to tighten it, and you go like this, get it out of the way there. And just tighten it, but you're not tuning it. You're just tightening it so it, so you can tune it later. You're not trying to tune it at this point. In fact, I may take that whammy bar off my guitar because I don't like it hanging around down there. I'll show you guys what I mean in a minute. This whammy bar, you whammy bar hanging around, it could get knocked and could mess things up, but maybe that's okay. I mean, it's not okay if I mess it up, but maybe I won't mess it up. And then I take it like this, and then I cut it pretty close. I mean, sometimes you show bands in the 70s and 80s, sometimes 70s and stuff with the guitar hanging way, string hanging way up. That's dangerous. You could poke yourself. And if you poke your fingers, it may change how you play for a while, and that's not a good thing. So, but it looks cool. Maybe it looks rock and roll or whatever. So there's that. And then I have this piece, which also goes in the little 42, trash can here. I do apologize if this is boring, everybody. It was just an idea I had to do this to show you guys me changing my strings. I'm sorry if it's boring. Worse, I'm sorry if I'm boring, LOL. Anyway, that was the 6th string. I just do all the strings. That was string number 6. So I loosen it, like I said, I loosen it like this. And then, where's my Allen wrench? I'm famously, I don't know about famously, but I'm very good at losing things around me because I don't think of things first. I'm not a materialistic person, really. My life doesn't revolve around my things. When I get up in the morning or go to bed at night or vice versa, LOL. I'm just kidding. My whole goal in my life and my day isn't to get more things. It's just not what I do. I'm not really interested in things that much. They just kind of go around me. They fall around me. They come and go. People that worry about things all the time are much likely to be more rich than I am because that's what they put their energy to. But I'm not really that much into things. So then again, I take it like this and wrap it around a few times so it doesn't get in the way. I don't step on it or whatever. How long is this video going to be? Oh, it's going to be a long. Well, it shouldn't be too long because I can change strings. It doesn't take me forever to change strings. I've done it before a few times. LOL. So wrap it around a few times like this, like I did before with the other string, and then that's trash. So then now this is the 32 gauge string. Yeah, I will finish making this video, but if no one's watching it at the end, I will just delete it. I'm not gonna stop the video, but I will. If you guys don't want to see this, that's okay. I get it either way. I get that you might be interested in this. I get that you might not be. Piece goes in here, trash. And then, then I can use, since I take the string out, I put this in here for trash. And then it's the same process like I did before. Something just told me to show you guys me changing my strings. I don't know if that was like a dud idea. If it was, bad, my bad. Okay, it had happened someday though, right? LOL. Yeah, I had to make a mistake once in a life. Might as well be today, right? Like I haven't before. And my friend Megan Lee Rusi, Megan, I'm sorry that we broke up as friends. I didn't mean to push your button or whatever it is I did wrong. I didn't mean to. I said something to her like, well, let me know if you really want to hang out, Megan. And she just said, well, first of all, I would tell you if I didn't want to hang out with you. Second of all, well, she didn't say second, but that's what she said second. I don't play games. So from going forward, I will not be contacting you again. I'm like, holy mackerel. All I wanted was a little attention from a friend. And she's like always famously busy or texts very little or barely ever online, just like a ghost. And it's like that I just wanted a little attention. I just wanted her to know that she even was there. And then when I overdo it and say, well, let me know when you really want to hang out, then she turns on me. Then it's like, well, now you attacked me. You attacked my character now. So it's over now. So take that, Jimmie. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. My bad. It always is. It always is the guy's bad, right? Women rule the world because women are God and men are just good, if they can be. Some of men aren't even good. They're just men. At least that's my view. So anyway, yeah, like you go under the thing here, and then it's and under the tree thing too. It's under that. It's under you go under everything. You don't want to go. The string doesn't go over anything. That would just be ridiculous and stupid and not good. Get a couple inches, pull it, and then use the string winder. For some reason, it's counterclockwise to tighten it and clockwise to loosen it. But whatever, whichever way is the right for what you're trying to do, you know. So whatever. And this is the guitar I tuned down to D, as in dog. It's a whole step lower than standard tuning, because most guitars you normally tune a guitar to E. This one goes down to D. My pink one goes down to E flat, and the black one is just straight to E. Cut this off like this. So Megan and I were talking on Facebook anyway, and I blew up my Facebook account. I'm honest. I'm honest to a fault, but I blew up my Facebook account. I posted something I shouldn't have, and it's all gone. They took my Facebook account away. Whatever. Do it, Facebook. I had nothing else to accomplish on Facebook. I have 5,000 friends. So they don't let you do anything else after that. After you get 5,000 friends, you're just a static bore. And I just was bored, and I didn't want to just be. I needed some. I wanted, if I'm going to have an account, I need to do something with it. And I did, and I got my account suspended. Maybe permanently, I'm not sure, but it's suspended for now. This is the fourth string is a 24 gauge. Oh, before I take it out, let me loosen it up like I did the others. Okay, so loosening the D string. I have five electric guitars, 1 acoustic guitar, and 4 amps. And that doesn't include the guitar and amp that I gave to my friend Dennis / Denise. I don't know if he's a guy or a girl or I don't know what. But she said she was going to pay me for it, $400 for it, $50 a month for 8 months. Of course, did that work out? No. That's her giving me money. That's not a good plan for her, right? LOL. So she's just keeping the guitar for now, blocking me, and not even paying me anything. She paid me like $30, and that was the end of the payment plan. So she has one of my guitars, one of my amps, and a cord to go with it, and the whammy bar to the guitar. And she's just keeping it, not even paying me anything, at least for now. And I'm even blocked. I don't know if I'm blocked for sure, but when I call, no, it just goes straight to voicemail. When I text, she doesn't answer me back, and when I knock on the door and call, I can tell she's home because her cars are there, but yet she doesn't answer the call or the door, and yet she has my guitar and my amp. So there's that. Boo-hoo, right? Did I do this right? But I think I'm going to be messing up here. That would not be good if I did. If I did mess up, I don't want to mess up. Oh no, I did this right. So this is the trash for no, this goes in the 42 one. Well, whatever, trash can's a trash can, who cares? But yeah, I'm using this as trash. Yeah. I do know how to change strings, believe it or not. Now this is my D string. It's a 42 gauge, so you take it out like this, and then you clip the ball off with the dikes, as my dad calls them. And then you put this in the little trash thingy. Okay. Anyway, then I do it on here, over here again. Yes. I think I did this right. Does that look right to you guys? Just making sure I got the right. Yeah, the strings look good. I was making sure that the 5th string was the 5th string, the 6th string was the 6th string. You wouldn't want to get that reversed, you know. So I'm putting this in here, like I did on the other strings. You put it in between there, then you tighten it. I'm using the whammy bar to make it so it doesn't go too out of whack if I can help it. Though I'm not the perfect at that. Some people are. I'm sure guitar techs have their rules and ways of doing it, so it's absolutely perfect. But then you know what? You hear the guitar techs play guitar, and they can't really play guitar very well. because they're not guitar players or guitar techs. So whatever, they do a good job. Guitar techs is a cool thing. So I'm on the D string now. Move these out of the way so my wine bar doesn't get, okay. And once, like I said before, like I did before, it goes under here like this. And through here. Yeah, there we go. I give a couple inches. You want to get like three wraps around the thing is good. You know, you don't want 4 is a little, you don't really need 4. 2's not enough usually. You just, you know, maybe three to 4 wraps around the thing here. And just tighten it a little bit. I'll even show you guys my tuning up process. How about that? You want to be bored even more? I'll not only just put the strings on, I'll tune the guitar for you guys. Maybe that'll make someone think, oh, wow, he can tune? Well, I'm checking out on that. Checking that out, I should say. Clip it off like this. Okay. This goes in here. Little things I use for trash cans, trash bags. And did that right, I believe. And then just tighten it up a little bit. Make sure the winding bar might be sort of level. Yeah, that looks good. I'm on the G string now. Okay, this is the first unwound string called a plain string because it doesn't have winding on it, just plain metal. You don't want to hurt the string when you take it out of the thing. You want it to not get bent and things because that'll change your world when you go to play the guitar later on, right? Okay, so put it in here like, oh, you know what? I'm talking more than I should. I'm not thinking. I need to take the other 3rd string off. So that one's laid there, ready to go when I'm ready for it. Take the 6th string, not 6th, but sick. It's because it's tired and old. It needs to be replaced. That's why I'm changing string. So get this off here like this, get it out of here. Listen this right here. And you know what? I'm not going to show a video of me changing my strings like as a thing because, you know, once you've seen it, I mean, come on. I mean, who wants to watch a guy changing his strings? But because I just had an idea that I've never done that. So well, who knows? Maybe someone might be interested. If not, well, sorry. Okay, this, come out, get out like that, and then wrap it around like this. Okay, and put it in the little trash holder, paper, trash bag. It wouldn't be a can, but a bag. No, whatever. It's on the bag. It's this thing. Okay, trash. Now here's the string that I'm using to put on, and it goes. Now notice I keep the whammy bar. It does help to keep it level at times while you're changing them because you don't want your whammy bar to be out of whack when you're in the process of changing the strings. So I'm going to make it a little level here. Tighten it in the thing, in the bridge here. Tighten the others while I'm at it because they can all get looser when the string adjusts to being tightened. It smashes it a little bit and then it adjusts, and then you have to tighten it sometimes a little more because it loosens it up when it gets smashed. And then you tighten it a little more, but don't tighten it so much that you strip the thing. You wouldn't want to do that. Okay, so I'm on the 3rd string here, a couple inches like that, and I'm listening this like this. Yeah. All right. And then snip it. And then let's trash in here. Oh, you know what? While I'm talking here, you know, I had already shown weeks ago my assassination attempt aftermath. The car had missed me because I was at a different place, and I showed the wreckage. It was there for several weeks. And then I just got an email from Belinda Clark. She confirmed it by saying they tried to John Lennon your ass, but you were in the wrong place. You weren't where you always were when the car wanted to run into you. And I posted that email on my sites. They're not my sites, but sites I use. And I wasn't making the whole thing up after all. Wow, wasn't that something? At least she confirmed my story. At the very least, I mean, you could say that she just heard the story that backed me up for some manipulation thing, or you could just say she meant what she said, and I was right. That wreck was meant to include me. She called it. They tried to John Lennon your ass, she said, but I was not where I was normally standing, and they missed, which is exactly what I had said before when I said they tried to assassinate me and they missed. I have something called intuition at times. In fact, a lot of the time, and something told me to keep walking and not stand where I always do. I always stand in that place 99 times out of 100 or more. And yet that one time something told me don't do it. And that was the time that I was intended for death. And they missed, but they didn't leave no mark because there was a wreck there for a long time. And they didn't even fix it for weeks. It's all fixed now though. But you know, somebody had to go in there and make it look normal again, I guess. I'm getting a little piece. Let me put this string here. It's right. I got to get the piece of metal where it broke from out of there, so I could put the other string in. Because it didn't just slide off, and it didn't break in the middle. It broke right near the bridge. So you have to take the piece out of there and not lose it and step on it later, but yet not leave it in there and not be able to change your strings. So can I do this? Am I doing this all right? It's still in there now, so let's loosen it really loose and take it out of there. I'm gonna have to use something to grab it. I keep my nails short for guitar playing. So my nails are really short. I don't like long nails when I'm trying to play guitar. The fingernails get in the way. So my nails are short, so it's hard to pull things sometimes. Dude, I'm trying to pull it out of there and it's not coming out. Isn't that weird? That's not good. Well, the worst thing that could happen is I'd have to take this in and have pay someone to do this. I'm not doing that. I'm either fixing this or I'm fixing this on my own. I don't. Huh. Still stuck in there. Oh, that's not good. Just gonna listen to it more and more and more until I finally get that piece of metal out of there. The metal from the other string, the metal from the broken string is still stuck inside the thing. You could call it I don't know, what is it called? Chamber? I don't know. That's more of a gun term though, isn't it? Jeez, man. It's like stuck in there. Ah, I'm getting it. I got it, but it fell out. I might step on it later, but whatever. Wait, yeah, I got it out. I did get it out, so there's that. Now, if I can find the piece so I don't end up stepping on it later, that might be nice. And that is just lint. Oh well, if I find it, if I step on it, then I'll consider it found, won't I? LOL. I don't see, well, the metal came out, but yet it's gone. So I can finish the process here. Very good. More accurately, continue the process. Okay, so it goes in here. Yeah, it did come out, right? Yeah, because it's not in there anymore. That's the definition of come out, not in. Okay, let's get this loose. Put it in. Oh yeah, it did work. I did get it out. I don't know where the little piece of metal fell though, but whatever. And then tighten it like I've been doing before. Do it by hand for quickly because do it by hand a little bit here. Tighten it. Oh, by the way, Allen wrenches are hard to come by for some dumb reason. If I lose I have a couple 3mm. I have like 3 or 4 3mm Allen wrenches. If I lose those, it's tough to find them. I don't know why that is. If it's a trade thing where only guitar techs have easy access to buying Allen wrenches, I don't know, but they're really hard to find in any store. You kind of got to go to hardware store, and then you got to buy. Often they come in a whole big instead of individually, they come like in a whole big group together, and you can't, you want them individual. At least I do. I don't want them like all in a group. And it's hard to find these things. If you lose one, oh my gosh, what are you going to do? But I've got several, and I try not to lose them, so there's that. So I'm doing the second string. Now this is the string that broke, the second string. So go under here. I sincerely hope this video isn't boring, but whatever. Okay, so the lighter strings are more delicate. You don't want to bend them or hurt them. So because it'll change your, you want the strings to be on well, and the thinner, lighter strings are more delicate. So they got to be more careful with them than the thicker strings. So like this. I go counterclockwise here. Oh no, it is counterclockwise to tighten it. So it must be clockwise to loosen it on this particular case. So this. Tighten it. See what a pain this is to change just one guitar, 6 strings takes a while. It's not like you're just done in 5 minutes. So I really don't like changing strings. So I let them go until they're either really bad or until one breaks like it just did, and then I take that as a sign that I need to change them. So I'm not like, oh boy, can I change strings? That's so fun. Because it really isn't. Okay, so I'm getting that. So I'm on my last string now. But when you change them and you get them all done, they really sound really great. This guitar is going to sound great with new strings. Funny, you think, I need a better guitar. You do. And you need to do this, and this. But how about your strings? If they're old strings, you're not going to sound very good. Not going to sound as good. And I play through a lot of that. I don't like, I got to change my strings every week. I'm not like that. I just let it go until I, break one, or until they're really, really bad. I basically just go till I break one, really. That's what I did this time, isn't it? So that's consistent. So loosening this here. And the last string, the first is the high E string. Loosey. Sounds like a name of a girl, doesn't it? Okay. Man, this one's getting caught in there a little bit too. Let's loosen it by hand, maybe. Huh. That's weird. Not that weird, but slightly. Get that loose, get it out of here. Doesn't give me trouble coming out too, like the other one did. Let's get that sucker out of there, man. Got it. This was stuck in there a little bit. It's better now. It's all better. Okay. All right. So then this comes out like this. And wrap it around like this. It's the last string that I'm changing. It's the high E. And make it trash here. Wrap it around a few times so it doesn't, poke people. It's funny. There's a movie by Clint Eastwood where he says, nothing wrong with shooting as long as the right people get shot. And I always think, well, who's the right people? Who decides that? Okay. This, the ball off. Now that becomes trash. All right. Okay. This goes in like this, goes in there. That's correct. This gets tightened. Okay, so that's the last of the 6 strings I'm changing. This goes in here like this. Actually, I didn't do too bad. Well, I talked, so it may took longer, but it takes half an hour to change strings, and that's pretty much how long this took, but a little longer, maybe because I was talking, maybe because I'm just rusty at this. I don't know, whatever. So last string. It's not about, you want to change them right, not just fast. How fast can I change my strings? Well, do it right too, while you're at it. String winder here. And that's it. Clip this one. That's good. Now all the trashy things to these. Okay. So that's 6 strings, brand new strings, all on the guitar. Can you do that, moderator? Oh, well, I'm just kidding. It's really, changing nylon strings is hard on acoustic guitar. I don't know how to do it, and he did, and that was cool that he did that for me, and we showed it on the video, him changing them. So I thought, wait a minute, I can't do that too? With my expertise, which is steel string electric guitars, well, I think I can. Okay, now I make them level a little bit and then tighten them a little bit. Just, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just get them tight slightly and keep the whammy bar level with having, the bridge level with the whammy bar here. And just tighten them roughly so it feels like they're going to be where they're going to be to be playable, It sounds horrible because I'm not in tune yet, but I will be someday. Okay. Tighten a little more. And then make sure that they're in there good too. Like you want to stop for a second tighten up. Oh, didn't get that in there right. Tighten this a little bit. Make sure they're really in there good on the locking nut here. I mean, on the bridge, the locking bridge. I should not let bridge the bridge where they lock into there. Tight. Okay. All right, getting better here, getting a little bit tighter. And then I'll show you how I go about tuning. Okay, not bad. Yeah, that's good. That's cool. I like it. Okay, so scratch as well. I have it's a Boss chromatic tuner. I'm gonna tune this quickly for you guys, because that's what you do after you change your strings. You don't just leave them in an untuned condition, just laying there. Put it into the tuner. If it even has a battery in it, I'm not sure the tuner's even, yeah, it doesn't have a battery, but I can plug it into an adapter, I think, somewhere. Oh, these two things go back in my, this thing has my, where I keep my string winder, my tights. And that goes maybe, go like, let's put it like over here. And then that's good. And then this is an adapter. We'll go for my my chromatic tuner. Plug it in here, says. So I'm just going to tune a little bit for you guys. I need, here's my Allen wrench again, goes up here. And I'll just tune up a little bit for you guys. So I want this one to be a low D, and sure enough, I'm on D. And that's a D right there. Oh, and then I want to tighten it a little bit as I go, so I don't just keep them tight in there. So tighten it just a little bit. Okay, that's a D. Next one is an A. Okay, that's pretty good. Tighten it a little bit. All right, then A, B, C, D, E. Wait. A, B, C, D. No, wait. D, E, F, G. Actually, that's a D, that's a G. So D, E, F, G. I want that to be a G, not an A like I had. Oh, that's really dumb of me. G, B. Then this one's a C. See, it is. Okay. It's tight. Then this is an F. Okay, make that an F, because it's a whole step below standard tuning. This would then be an A. Okay, that's an A. And then this one, make sure that's tight, good there. And then A, B, C, D, high D. And then high D. Very good. So basically, guitar, strings on it, wham bar's not too far off. It's kind of similar, you know, basically kind of level because I kept it that way when I was changing the strings. And just tune the sucker up. So I love you guys. Peace. Rock and roll.